And welcome guys, DauT+slam fighting off against Liereyy+Hera. Oh god, I'm really confused. We directly jump into game number 1 here. Clash of the Hippo 5, and we are starting in Feudal Age and medium resources, so the action instantly starts. We have purple and red here at the left hand side fighting against green and blue at the right hand side. We have the double stable opening at the top, the Hans player Liereyy against DauT playing Indians, and we have Indians for Hera and Hans for Slam as well. First scout engagement here in the center of the map. Looks a bit better so far for Liereyy, who has the higher numbers. The game is going a bit scrappy now, but we will improve on that. Meanwhile, we have a fight here, and guys, DauT is housed for now, but that should be fixed pretty soon as well. Hera with a bit of a better opening, and now the game is running smoothly here. Chasing around the low HP scouts. Better numbers at the moment for Slam. For everyone who just joined and doesn't know the overlay, we have the first number, villagers. In the brackets is idle number of villagers. Then we have military count, wood, food, gold, and stone, as you all know it. Then we have the resources left over on the map. Here at the side we have the numbers, 6 scouts, 1 in production, for example, for Liereyy. All the upgrades, as you know. KD so far, Hera with 1 kill, and, well, we have DauT getting a second one. His KD so far is 2-4, has 240 resources invested into his army, 0 gold from there, and we will take a look into more stats later on. We're starting in Feudal Age with medium resources, as we said, and this is Clash of the Hippo 5, the 2v2 tournament, and we have Capture Age, the best spectating tool that we will have for Age of Empires for quite some time. Now getting some boars here is Mr. Hera, who is ahead by 2 villagers compared to Liereyy, who either lost some or didn't properly produce. Let's take a look here what we have, and okay, looks pretty fine for now. No real double happening. Bloodlines now for Hera, and he is using his Indian advantage and have cheaper villager production. Was it be worth it to show Loom? We are starting in Feudal Age, therefore everyone already has Loom. Now the boar long distance here. DauT is coming in, and we will see all army AM with 11 scouts. Secret with only 9 scouts. They slightly have less HP. DauT losing some HP now at the side. Losing another scout, look at that. And that is really ugly for him. Only 3 for him now. Now the big raid at the top isn't really doing much because Liereyy did get the quick walls rolling. Nice job for him. DauT is getting chased away here, and Hera is forcing DauT to retreat. Double bit X now for the Lord, and he will take some more damage on that scout as well. Even another loss. DauT's KD really can't be good. 2-6 here, and we don't have the biggest fights against that DauT. The first one with double bit X, so is going for the more or less eco approach. Liereyy buying himself 100 food, both starting with a market, so we'll have a good vision of what their teammates are up to. Scouts are going back now. Bloodlines for Slam as well, but only 3 scouts. Bonus from the Hunt, obviously pretty nice as well, having the faster working stables for them. This is Scout Tournament. Well, we have seen some transition into archers as well, for sure, but it feels with those maps, especially on Arabia, map control feels so natural. Maybe on graveyards later on we will have a switch, and on Coastal Mountain we surely will have a different strategy on tier. Liereyy, he has no idea about this. This is the fog of war of both teams. Now the attack in here, and Liereyy has no reaction, is now fighting back. Let's take a look. It's only 4 scouts from DauT, who is trying to micro a bit to the side, and this is still not a single villager killed. Liereyy is fighting this off quite nicely. DauT needs to stay active. Low HP villagers here. Finally snacks one, not snacking those in the back, snacks her, and the Dabson, he isn't going for her. And now Liereyy is coming over with his scouts though, and is scaring those away. Let's see if he can snack that third one over here. Won't really do that. Meanwhile, we have Slam attacking at that side. He's trying to squeeze through. Shouldn't really get too much. Oh, and he's very low on the scouts here with HP, and how much did he get? 1 villager, 2 villagers, 3 villagers. So that's pretty sexy for him. They are now ahead by the combined 4 villagers, but also getting some raids here at home. So this is pretty action-packed for now. Military count 5 and 9 only for the secret boys though. They're raiding quite a lot of villagers, but might have some problems when it comes to military count later on. Slam now down to 2 scouts and 7 HP on that one. Really rough for him to hold this. Now goes for stable number 2 to compensate for that. DauT at home with 2 scouts is going home a bit more. And let's take a look at the whole map and how players are developing and how they're walling. Some walls by Hera in the back, keeps the front somewhat open. As we can see, Slam walled himself, and now we could potentially see a big attack here through the center. This is looking really ugly for Slam. Military count 19 to 12. That early phase of the game already nicely ahead. Overbearing, not really an option here. 3 food, 2 food, but the scouts are going the other way around. Bloodlines now for DauT as well. What did I want to do? That exactly. So he doesn't really know where to go. Has cartography. Is trying to get some more vision. They don't see a lot from DauT. Obviously don't really see the farms. And now find some villagers exposed here. DauT now goes for horse color. Hera housed for now. Overall population 4 more 4 AM, and this could be a pretty good engagement. DauT without any army here. 6 military in total, and some villagers could go down. Let's take a look if they can get home. Seems like 1 at least is going down, but 1 scout dies in exchange. And now the switch onto an archer range. Liereyy is going for his probably favorite unit, the archer / crossbow. 5 on gold for him, quite exposed. And we have the big axe here for Hera. Could really jump under the TC as well. That's a lot of scouts. Upgrades, non-existent. As you can see, no one with a blacksmith upgrade for now. Eco upgrades, everyone with a double bit axe except Hera himself. DauT with some walls behind there. And is getting some more raids in the back. Maybe a raid from Slam could help out as well, who's now going for wheelbarrow. Takes the fight under the TC. I don't like that too much. Should lose quite a lot of HP. And Hera is coming back, as we can see on the minimap. Slam is staying active here, is sniping that villager. Beautiful move. How he overtook that villager and is now getting the attack from the other side. Villager count, everyone at 33 except Hera, who's at 30. And now the jump here by Slam, really going for it. And let's take a look. All those villagers, what can they go for? You can also see how much resources they are carrying. Now the big fight here. Villagers are going down. Only 3 more scouts left. Oh boy, I think Slam maybe took that fight a bit too hard against him. But that's a lot of forced idle time as well. DauT is going back, and that's a lot of aggression continuing. Hera, can he get anything done? Blacksmith now for Slam. Is going for gold. Villager's kind of exposed now. Has no vision over that right hand side. Could be ugly for him. DauT is trying to find some damage against Liereyy, but not really happening at the other side. Nice amount of farms from both sides. Sees the scouts now. Can go for some quick walls. This is not open. 1 villager exposed. Some over here as well. And we could see some more villagers dying. At least 1 quite easily. The scouts of Slam. Did they all die? Slam at 0? Military. With enough resources to click up to Castle Age, but still, this is going to be a really tricky spot for him, especially if archers were to come over. DauT is now buying himself some resources to get onto forging, so he will stay on a lot more scout production with only 1 or with 2 stables. Meanwhile, we have Slam potentially transitioning into, I'm not sure about what, or into what. Not that many villagers on gold, only 6 at the moment. And, well, some farmers, as we can see, some on wood. So that will probably be him staying on knights or the cavalry. DauT with a nice amount of scouts, though. 15, but if we look at Liereyy, 20 military from him. Let's take a look. What does he have? He has 1 spearman. Massive amount of scouts and archers here. We can see the overall numbers. 11 scouts, 8 archers, 3 more in production, 2 spearmen, 1 more in production, while DauT is sitting at 16 scouts. Can he get the wrap around Liereyy? That looks like he has no idea of this. We will go in this point of view, and I think, no, this is wrong. Let me see. Is this his point of view? Yes, this is his point of view. So he doesn't know about those scouts coming around, and they are sneaking, but shouldn't get the kills. Okay, meanwhile we have the big engagement here at the front. Sorry for missing that. I was trying to see a bit about the point of view, and DauT, he's losing quite a bit. Cannot afford a defensive tower, although he had the market, so maybe buying one tower could have really helped him out. DauT is now hoping that Slam will really carry, because he just reached castle age. Slam though at only pop 34, Hera at 37. We have some fights in the back, and overchopped here. That is a beautiful move, and those villagers were already heard from earlier. Scouts have +1/+1 and bloodlines, so they will even perform pretty well in there. Two spearmen and archers are coming over. DauT with some losses, and overchopped as well. Archers are moving in. This is absolutely madness here. DauT in some problems. He will be reliant on the help of Slam, but is continuing to do damage to Liereyy as well. This is a bloodbath. This is Clash of the Hippo, guys. Slam now goes for some knights, comes over here. Some raids at the side could be an option, but Slam knights rewalls, not really using the palisade gates though. Some more villages at the side could go down. Liereyy not with a lot of army. He is still in feudal age. 500 food for him, 65 gold. DauT, he is clearing this up in the back. How did that happen? Didn't that look like an unstoppable army? I'm a bit surprised by that. Nice move by the Lord here. 30 villagers for him. Yeah, some heavy losses. Now forcing this to be open. Knights are coming over, and they could do some damage. Have bloodlines, have +1 defense. Liereyy the only one who isn't going for the +1 defense on his knights, because he most likely will even transition into CA here after his scouts. Hera is adding another TC. That's small little huts here on the minimap as well. And now the villagers are getting back to work. Camels are coming over from Hera. He is playing the Indians, so that should be pretty solid production for him. Slam, he is fighting those low numbers though. And let's take a look. Overall, military is better for AM. They are taking this fight. Camels, I think, should do fine. We see only one spearman. The scouts are actually doing quite an okayish damage, but Slam needs to run. Camels are just too scary. Meanwhile, DauT's resources, 170 food, 260 gold. So that's not really the resources you want to see. Someone that you want to get into castle age pretty quickly. Liereyy can click up any second, and I think that is pretty good for Hera and Liereyy here. Hera walling himself completely. TC number 2 from DauT. Knight aggression. And DauT, he's just trying to get the spearman defense rolling for himself. Now 30 villagers only. Second lowest is Hera with 39, and he has 2 TCs running for himself. As you can see here, villager production 3 queued up, and well, Liereyy has idle TC because he's advancing to castle age at the moment. Idle TC meaning no villager production. And oh, that is a risky move from Liereyy. Being that far in the open. Oh boy. Scouts, those 4 scouts alone could get really some damage done. Is there a chance that DauT sees this? Knights are doing some work here. Nice spearman defense by the Lord with the defensive tower that we wanted to see a bit earlier. Let's take a look if DauT can do something. TC number 3 now from Hera over here at the gold. He's going for some quick walls potentially here. Where's the idle count? The brackets here. 5 idle villagers for Hera, 4 idle villagers for Liereyy, none for the secrets. Scouts around, back at the gold, but Liereyy is super aware of that, has enough spearmen around. DauT's resources, now he can click up to castle age, but basically 2.5 minutes after Liereyy, and he will have crossbowmen and botkin arrow. That will be a scary army for the Lord. Not sure how he will think he can defend this. Now the move in here, enough spearmen though, will take not the greatest fight, but the camels should be able to clear this one up. Now 1 defensive TC here, and it's just Hera, enough camels. And well, I don't really see Slam doing too much with all his knights. Maybe CA, maybe a transition could have been better. DauT, he is sending villagers on the gold here. Did he just move that one around? Feels like it. But I don't see him defending this, and this is open in the back as well. DauT is going for some quick walls, but the crossmen, can they find some damage? Will snag one villager, will snag another one, and they are just continuing to do their work here, moving forward. Now a lot of fire from right and left hand side. They're dodging that though quite nicely. Okay, now Knights are coming over, and they will do quite an okayish work here. Have +2 defense on them, and I think they should be able to smash this. Yeah, feels like it. And, well, that is a nice move. And DauT, well, that was better for him than I thought. Only losing 2-3 villagers here. Kind of an okay spot for him. Liereyy, though, 3 TCs working for himself pretty soon. Overall, the map. Let's take a look how we are set up. Hera, still with this tight base here at the left-hand side, now moves out with all his camels. 3 TCs in one line for Slam. DauT only now reaches Castle Age. Let's see how he advances there. And Liereyy very open, but now indeed tags into his CA, exactly what we want to see. Knights in the back here will be late to raid that. How's the answer for Slam against all that? Now defensive barracks. I wouldn't really like to see him go for pikeman. Would really like to see him actually switch into CA as the Hans player. Pikeman. Is that really the unit you want to go for if you are playing the team approach? Not sure. Losing some villages in the back. Slam, no reaction for him. He is raiding at the front. That's why he's so distracted. Now getting some raids in at the front potentially as well. Now fighting back here, but scouts should be very well upgraded. Let's take a look. +1, +2 with bloodlines. Camels are now moving in, and well, those villagers took quite some time fighting this off. Now losing his knights at the front as well. DauT still at 34 villagers only. And, well, 130 villagers for him, 106 at the moment for Secret. And that's a lot of idols as well. +1 defense for his pikemen now. Let's take a look how he can defend this. Barracks number 4 and camels. They're doing quite an okay job. +5 against buildings, being Indians. DauT is now going for his camel aggression, but gets some aggression in his face at the front. And those villagers cannot really be well protected. This looks pretty ugly for DauT. Only has 2 knights himself and some spearmen to defend this, but villagers are going down. The tower won't help out too much against those camels that already have +2 defense and +1 attack. Villagers of DauT will fall for sure. Is pulling some away to his TC, but that won't be enough for him. As you can see, left-hand side is going down. Now more being even sent in. Hera, he's just overrunning DauT here, and I think this should be game number 1 for AM. DauT in a world of pain here, and ooh la la. Now even into his woodline. DauT cannot defend this. More camels are going over, and this could be the GG moment. They are running in here, and DauT, yeah, he's trying to flee. Shouldn't really happen. Pikeman now doing an okay job against all those CA. That looked a bit like Slam wanted to build a forward castle. Has 750 stone in the bank as well. But DauT, he's just too far out of it. And calling the GG 1-0 here for our AM boys. Seed number 3 against seed number 6. DauT Wino wall. I think it wouldn't matter. It's just a map. Well, he needed to wall like this front area. I think MBL could have maybe made something happen. It is tricky, and it's easy for us to say. Obviously, they have to micro on so many fronts, as we can see sometimes here. What a great eco boom here for Hera and Liereyy behind this. And yeah, a great performance, great game number 1. Let's see if DauT and Slam can come back in game number 2. Game number 2 will be played on Coast to Mountain, the home map of DauT and Slam. Absolutely excited to see how they will play this one out. Let's update the score. We have it now at 1-0 or 0-1, depending on how you read it. And let's take a look into the achievements as well here of game number 1. Military count 34 for Hera. Slam and DauT never got into the big numbers. Liereyy only had 27, although he had quite a big flock of crossbowmen there. Lost the stable there at the front, and Hera with a really nice kit. He got a lot of those villagers. Slam with a solid eco behind this. Did reach Castle Edge the earliest, did add the TCs, but Hera in the end, well, Indians, I heard they are pretty strong as well. Invert teams in CA overlay, please. I don't know what you mean. Like, switch them around this way? I cannot influence that. Indians are Indians. I heard the same. Story checks out. Hefstomar, thanks for your Prime support. Coastal Mountain should be called Sea to Sky. Okay. Where can I find the brackets? Down below, but I didn't update those, but I can show them to you again now. So tomorrow at 12 TNT we will be back with the winner of this series against MBL Nicov, potentially AM against AM or DauT+slam against MBL Nicov. Then Sunday 15 TNT, it's going to be really sick. TheViper and TaToH against the two Finns. Then we will take break before we start into the finals. If it's a bit late, we might cut that off to only best of 7. If we can somewhat start in time, 18 GMT-ish, we will stay with the best of 9. I'm a bit flexible there as well. That zooming in and out is not AoE 2 for me. Sorry. I hope that game number 1 was entertaining for you after all the wait, and let's hope that we have some more interesting games on the upcoming maps. Coastal Mountain? I have still no idea how to properly play this. It is forbidden to open with barracks, archer range, or stable before you build the GT. Just zoom out a bit while casting. Well, some people don't like that, some people do. I will try to go for a reasonable mix there. And maybe if we have some downtimes, the zoom out, get an overview. That would be like what I tried to do last game. The future is now, old man. Yeah. No KD in game? There is one. I just need to activate it a bit more often. Sorry. It's a lot of stuff going on for me. Spec delay started. In 2 minutes we will jump into the game. It's hard to get used to all those information. Yeah, I can understand that. You're doing good with CA Nearly? Thanks. If life was Game of Thrones, which character would you be? I can see you being Reek, but what do you think? Probably Littlefinger. Yeah. The Monk Convert feature is my favorite part of CA so far. Okay. I think it would be better if you can switch zoom levels rather than zooming in and out. Isn't that the same? A new tournament idea, 2v2 team game, but teams are formed by picking players from 2 separate pools. One with higher rated player and one with a relatively low rated player. Sounds horrible and people wouldn't be interested in that. Sorry. LOL, that's exactly what I was thinking as well. An intrigued mastermind. Okay, then game is launching. Let's see if Age of Empires crashed or not. Drum roll, and oh no! Yes. I forgot about turning off grid mod. So we'll need to watch another one with grid mod. And they start off with a pause, so we shouldn't miss too much with capture age here. And let's just see how this will work out. Now jumping into the beautiful one here, and that looks pretty solid. Okay. Then here we go, match or game number 2 of the last series of the day, and Clash of the Hippo 5, DauT+slam against Liereyy and Hearttt, quarterfinals, best of 5. We're starting coast to mountain. For everyone who doesn't know this map, we have the coast in that area, we have a lot of free food in the center, and all the wood and gold and stone at the very top. We're starting without TCs, and people need to build their TCs first. Let's take a look where they approach their TCs, and we have going in the bottom here, Hera building his TC, Liereyy as well, kind of where the free food is. They're playing Mongols and Chinese. Other side is playing Portuguese and Mongols, and the Portuguese player DauT, he will contest the border most likely, while Slam most likely is going for a lot of scouts, stable by him as well. So kind of what we're expecting. Liereyy, though, he is going for the top, maybe going for blacksmith here. Interesting. So no archer approach, goes for the dog at the side. So does Mr. DauT, and he will try to contest water here. Hera streaming is allowed? Yes, if he has a 2-minute delay, then that's fine. Civilization is not random? No, it's pick civilization, but they're not allowed to repick the civilization in the series. Has Slam ever played this series, you think? Yeah, I think so. Okay, DauT now getting a good intel. Okay, what is that here? That's the... no, what is that? That's DauT's camel scout. Just running through the map, and he just ran through the TC. Hera wasn't that convinced that that is a scary thing. And yeah, now the dog should be scouted by DauT. Is he seeing it? It has a very small vision. Oh, it's so close. He doesn't know. Okay, goes for scouts, for more galleys now. I think he should just go. Barely misses it. Oh boy. This is ugly for him. Okay, what do we see on land? We see some scouts now coming out from Hera. He's going for quite a lot of aggression. We have DauT now going for the barracks as well. Tries to defend himself here. Some aggression, but gets some shots off against the scouts. And where is... Oh, some fights in the center here. Scaring Hera away. Barrack defense now. And we have a barracks defense. I'm a bit surprised that we don't see archers from Liereyy, honestly. Just fits so much better. And DauT. Oh god, he's just scouting this out. And now he sees the dog. This was a sloppy play by him. Not going for a single fire galley. Did he think, okay, both opponents would just heavily go for the land play and he could fish away on water uncontestedly? Feels like that was his thought process, but no, it didn't happen. And that is their home map. They need to win this one, otherwise it looks really dire. Oh, what? Where did I just heard something die. Weird. KD so far, 4 losses for Hera already, while Slam snagged himself 5 units away. So, well, killing all those scouts quite nicely. Hera with only 3, now 4 out. Slam with 5 scouts on the map. Let's take a look. Wants to disengage here. Knows that he has less HP on his scouts. Well, he takes the fight. That is a bit weird. Goes back with the low HP scouts. That one is at a weird spot. Could lose that one. Not really. DauT is trying to micro some. Where is his fire galley? Cannot really win the 3v1 fight though. This isn't the greatest start for DauT so far. What is Liereyy up to? I don't really know. Gathering some resources, getting his eco rolling. Has the best eco by far, being the Chinese. Maybe Chinese will be saved for secret for another map later on. Obviously extremely strong for El Dorado. Oh, Hera! Well, that happened. Okay. And now running around still with some more scouts. We have 10 scouts out against only 6 scouts for Hera. Fire Galley War continues here. DauT is trying to repair some. Only has how many fishing ship left? 3. So Micron could be an option. Loses its fire galley. And let's take a look. Yeah, way more HP here. Still goes for the repair, but cannot do against 3. Let's take a look how good the demo connects. Okay, that was a solid one. And he can continue repairing this one. Has 110 HP as well. Scout fight here should go in favor for Slam if he brought all his scouts. But for now, he might just jump under. Let's take a look. Liereyy with some quick walls. Age of Gatefires. Villagers on the other side. Look how good he did that. Oh boy, was that sexy. This one would still be open. Not sure if Slam knows about that. Could be the sickest trap ever as well. And those were 2 going down. Oh god, was that nice. Sending the villagers in, out to build this, and then knew that he could jump back in there. Whew. That was just super sexy. Meanwhile, some fights in the back here. Let's take a look. Villagers, can they probably fight this one out? It just feels like the 2 scouts are adding some more value. Hera, only 150 HP now. Some scouts are coming over. But we're 3 villagers, 4 villagers going down now. Oh god. Slam, those were quite some losses for him. Could we see another one? Yes! 5 villagers going down to 23 villagers. Can he maybe return the favor at the front? Not really. And Slam, oh boy. That was a lot of losses. Spearman of DauT not in position. Could have sent the Spearman over there quite easily. And is now going back. Has still 11 scouts out against 8. Now 12 against 8. But this is a tricky spot. DauT is really contesting the water. Now 3 dogs against 3 dogs. But Liereyy already up to Castle Age here. 14 minutes. And he didn't contest that too much. Did have some villagers easily chopping away there. Getting some food for him. He doesn't have the biggest food income at the moment. Now might lose water for a small moment. 4 against 2 fire galleys. Now stays active here, and DauT should know. Okay, he's going for 3 dogs. Now it did add some some fishing ships extra for him. Resources overall, 300 food only, 100 food only for Slam. So Castle Age for them is pretty late. Forging now for Slam. Let's take a look if he can get any good fights off. Now tries to take the fights, 13 military to 10. Should be a better one for him though, because every single military unit from them is here on that single screen. And he's trying to chase this one down. Is he taking this fight? Looks like he is. Has forging as well. And he will just smash Hera here quite easily. Needs to go back, Hera. And let's take a look. Villagers are out there as well. Are getting smashed down. More scouts are coming over. And Hera is taking this engagement, but should be pretty bad. Scouts were trying to get debated. Or trying to get, not debated. And this is a quite convincing fight here for Slam. Nice move by him. But how much will it be in the end? Scout numbers are 11 to 4 now. What a convincing win for him. And he can be super annoying. Can raid quite a bit. But Liereyy, he is somewhat fine. Unless we jump under this. All the villagers could die. If Slam just right clicks in there. If Slam just right clicks in there and they don't know about this. But Slam, this will be risky for him. Can he go through? It doesn't feel natural to go through there. He will go for Hera first. Will snag that one. Was low HP before that. Splits off a villager. And will snag her most likely. No. Goes away. How do we have more villagers here in the woodline? Oh boy, this could be so bad. Slam, does he know about this? Could go to the right hand side. He should know about it. Can take another fight. Hera in a world of trouble. The water should be won for Liereyy in the meanwhile. Wheelbarrow here for Slam. He is owning this so heavily. Is playing the powerful Mongols, but Hera is playing Mongols as well. If only Slam knew about this. What is his vision? He now sees the lumber camp. Now he sees the lumber camp. Is going for it again. Is clicking up to Castle Age as well. Is he trying to go for the right hand side? He has. What upgrades does he have? Forging. Same upgrades for Hera, and now the big attack here. That should be a lot of dead villagers. Oh boy, this is so ugly for him. Now to fights back. Scouts are coming over. Let's take a look. Villagers, quite a lot of low HP ones, but that will be a lot of villagers going down for sure. Slam is running away. I think he could have committed here as well. Just try to get some more villagers. Is now only 1 villager ahead even. That was a bit surprising to me. I think he could have committed a bit more. Is he producing more now? Doesn't look like it. Nice wall here from DauT, zoning out quite a bit of the area. We'll have gold and stone in that, but, well, the real resources are at the top, the one that Liereyy is controlling, and, well, he just casually won the water. DauT cannot do much more. 1950 Castle Age time for him. Now has 2 fishing ship out. Now 3. produces 3 more. Feels really fine here. Hera, he continues to build scouts, as we can see. 2 more scouts in production for him. Has double stable. And yeah, will be very late when it comes to Castle Age here. Slam continues to produce some scouts as well. Doesn't want to die against the mass of Hera, but he will get light cap upgrade quite nice and early. Let's take a look where he can get some engagements. Those villagers should be low in turret, but doesn't really matter. Once light cap are there, they should just smash this. Slam now going to the top, but Liereyy, he should be fine. Maybe jumping under here could have been an option. Oh god, if they only knew that this was open from the beginning, then Clash of the Hippo 5 would have had a 1-1 in their 4th quarterfinal. In the last quarterfinal. Oh no! Not the camel! Ripperino. Light calf tag, exactly what we expected. DauT, he should be some... Oops! I heard some demos. What? DauT is even queuing a fishing ship. That was optimistic. Okay, we're reaching Castle Age any second now. Is there a hole? I don't see one. DauT now in Castle Age as well. Lightcalf should be able to clean this up. Maybe husbandry for him. Do we have some patrol in there? Slam now going to the top. DauT did send some villagers as well. We will see some more boom. Hera still very far behind. Liereyy should be very far ahead though, and he already has 10 fishing ships for himself. I didn't see gill nets being researched, but could be an option. Let's take a look. KD so far, we have Slam 31 to 24. Hera with way more units, but the weaker upgrades. And DauT, he is going for war galley, so he still wants to contest the water apparently. Let's take a look into that. How he's fighting here. Demo hits won't really happen. Look at... Oh, what a beautiful split by Liereyy. He's just the sickest here. We'll get an okay connection. That one was not okay. And Liereyy will still continue to win the water. What will the light caps be able to do now fighting against the scouts here? Slam is moving away. Does he not have any gold control? He has gold in the back. Why are we only seeing light cap from him? He's not going for a single knight yet. He has 96 gold. Did he just go for that gold? No. Huh, I'm a bit surprised. Whew. We're very for Liereyy now. A lot of TCs going up here at the top, trying to boom away at that area. Still a lot of ground, so much wood, so much stone to be gained. And, well, Liereyy is coming over here. He is only playing with 2 TCs. The big walled off area here for Hera and, well, big water control. All the fish for him. Meanwhile, DauT is still trying to contest this. But 2 dogs against 3 dog production. Not the greatest demo hits ever. DauT is still going for a lot of more repair, but the high HP one is getting repaired. Bosaw now for him. Trying to chase this down, finding gill nets for Liereyy, so he knows how much he's ahead on water. 67 villagers for him, or 57 villagers and 10 fishing ships, so that's added up in those numbers here. Overall, 20 more units on the field. Let's take a look. Can those light calf get anything done? Liereyy is just too good at walling all this off, although we still have some open areas here for sure. DauT is continuing to take those fights. Hera now up to Castle Age. Let's take a look. What can the scouts do? Did we have an overchop here? No, it did not happen yet. Now attacks that to the right hand side a bit. DauT is going for yet another TC at the top. Lightcalf didn't find the openings. That is all walled off. Full team wall here by AM. And DauT, he is very focused on water, apparently. Isn't looking at this happening. It's still microing. Now we have the quick axe here and is going for the quick repair, but needs to repair the other one as well. DauT is only repairing the right-hand one. What a fail here, and the scouts are now moving in. Oh boy, that was a big fail by him. And whew, how many villagers are going to go down? It seems like potentially only 2 out of 4. Ooh. And it was even X. Why didn't he re-wall? Why did he only click the right-hand side? Maybe he couldn't really click it. Slam now with some walls here at the top. Needs to pull a lot of villagers away from his farms. The gold villagers should be fine. Scouts are spreading themselves out. This is still open. Now some knights to defend this off, but obviously not sending them back would have been a preferred option here. Both now with 3 TCs here from Team Secret. They're trying to catch up with the villager numbers of Liereyy, but he is at 2 TCs and heavily booming away with all his fishing ship as well. Those are getting cleared up. Some villagers are still dying, but that's kind of okay. Defensive castle here for Liereyy. He has enough resources to click even to Imperial Age. As you can see now, just clicking up, fletching, and might be moving forward. 280 stone for him. Let's take a look how army count for DauT. Basically non-existent. Did lose the water here, and Slam still has something, but shouldn't really do anything against Liereyy. Income at the moment, stone, Liereyy the only one who's really mining, Slam some. This is the resources collected per minute, and we can see how much higher it really is for Liereyy. Look at that, jumping to 500 gold per minute there for a small second. Chukunu numbers are increasing as well. Simply having those 92 workers helps him out so much. KD, DauT in the negative, Liereyy in the positive, so is Slam. We shouldn't really see too much happening here anymore. And second castle now. Oh boy, Liereyy. Those Chukunus. I don't really see an answer to that. Now camels being produced for Slam. He's trying to play the game against Hera, and yeah, he's winning that one, but do they have any answer to Lierey's push with Elite Chukunu? I don't really see that happening. Economy advantage is huge. Yeah, it is. Overall villager count is actually better for Secret. They have 10 more, 12 more, but simply one player powering through sometimes is really strong. And how are resources looking for Secret? DauT can click up to Imp eventually. Defensive castle is now really important and really nice for Slam, but that's Mongols. That will take some time till he gets onto the proper army. Camel still chasing this down as well. Trying to regroup and maybe now taking a good engagement. Let's take a look. Should be pretty even, but Camels counter a bit better. 16 against 15 units, and Hera just adding a bit more. Let's take a look. I think this should be a pretty even fight. As you can see, the value now Slam is dropping quite heavily and needs to disengage, taking a lot of damage without dealing some. And well, I thought this was a bit more even, but Slam maybe didn't patrol in perfectly there and is now running away. 3 TC is now at the top here, trying to boom up himself. More villagers, surely, for the secrets. But now Chukunus, how can they answer against that? DauT is going for Arbalest. This could be an okayish option. DauT, if he can get into Portuguese Arbalest. They have all the upgrades. You can build them a bit cheaper as well. And, well, the production could be quite fine as well. But till he gets to those, we will lose a lot of time. And Liereyy, meanwhile, will already build castle number 3. And most likely start or continue the trap production. He at the moment already has 1 and 16 fishing ships with gill nets. Oh god, this is so brutal. Now Mangodai production started as well. How can they contest this? How can they contest this army of Liereyy and Hera? I don't really see this. Now the defensive castle here by Slam, trying to defend this. But you saw the X of Liereyy, they know about this. Slam trying to buy himself some more time. They just now jumped into the TC of DauT. This is so ugly, right? Chukunus are around. Elite Chukunu plus 4 attack. I didn't even see what upgrades he already had. That is pretty damn brutal. And he has 11 around here. Every time Slam would get out with his villagers, that would be troublesome for him as well. Get some interceptions here at the front, but well, those are just incredibly strong. DauT now adding some skirmishes as well. And can they really get up this castle? It's at 39% and stopped for now. Water control still completely for Liereyy, and this is an ugly spot. Snagged one trap, at least buying themselves some time in that regard. But Liereyy, look at that. He's walling all that area off now as well. Continues with the move in, and no doubt he has all his army here, but is getting caught off guard before he can upgrade everything. Bracer on the way, chemistry on the way. Arbalest didn't even attack. Luckily, Slam is now coming around, trying to save the day, but DauT with a lot of losses here for sure that he didn't want to really have. Okay, now University at a weird spot for Slam. That was optimistic that University would ever be built. Arbalest now on the way, and DauT should be able to clear this up, but meanwhile the trap push continues. Slam will get up to Imperial Age, but what will he go for? Mango Dice? So they will go for Mango Die, Arbalest against, well, probably Mango Die Chukunu or something? I'm not really sure what Hera's army composition is going to be, but he has the weakest eco. He needs to catch up before that anyways. Onage attack now for Liereyy. Oh boy, that will be pretty sexy against DauT's army, who isn't going for any bombard cannons for now at least. 440 for him, same for Liereyy. Overall population very even. Look at that, neck and neck, only 7 difference. Now the move in forward here from DauT. I think he should win this fight. Let's take a look when the first onages are coming out. 53% here. DauT is trying to micro this away. Mango Dice, maybe they could snipe down the traps. Let's take a look. Even unpacking those traps. I think Chukunus could have maybe taken engagement here. Mango Dice could maybe snipe those. Let's take a look. One easily going down. And that's a big flock of army here from Mr. DauT. Thumbring for him, handcard for Slam. Bracer as well, and Onager shot could be big. Let's take a look here. DauT split micro. Okay, dodges that one. Some HP lost, but that's kind of okay for him. And didn't lose a single one. Kill the camel behind the Siege Workshop. Stop this now, and I think they need bombard cannons. DauT, I want to see some Siege Workshops. Indeed, the DauT, the Lord, knows what's up and is building those. Sneaky villager here at the top. Not exactly sure what he is all about now, or she now builds a stable. Kind of weird unit. Okay, and Hera, is he staying on? Yeah, he's staying on cavalry. Interesting. So Mongol player stays on cavalry, while the Chinese player is going Chukunu and Onages. Traps now at the top. Mango Dice still non-elite. No defense upgrades. +3 at the moment. No chemistry. Onager shot could be. Oh god, this could be so deadly here. Oh, please don't tell me. Please don't tell me they're coming. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. DauT! Oh no! Oh no! Oh god. Okay, some splits now. On it. One Arbalest died. That's something I could live with. But oh god, this is close. DauT dodging for now. He needs bombard cannons. Elite Mango attack now for Slam. It's going to be tricky. The castle will most likely fall. He has 2 traps out here. Hera is now going on to him. Castle in the top. Eco all at the top. So if they break this area, obviously the game is over. Killing that poor elephant. I'm not really sure what it did. Bombard cannons now out. Should be well protected. DauT is going in with some moves and eating some shots here, but can now start to kill 2 onages. That was somewhat even. I think like 5 skirms, 6 Arbalest, something going down. Get ready for instant replay. Okay, my buddy is ready. Okay, now needs to snipe those. Light Cav, Arbalest are coming over. Hussars even now, +4 attack, and oh, this is super clumped up, and this is the first big shot here. Eating a big one here is Mr. DauT, and eating another one at the side. DauT, but he is fighting okay against all those light cav. Still some armies surviving. Bombard cannons at the top went down. DauT is holding this, I believe. Let's take a look. Fighting this one off before the next shot is coming in. DauT is holding this one, guys. Overall population still super close. 3 different at the moment. And those bombard cannons, they will do something from distance for sure. Skirms, DauT isn't that sad if he's losing some. Ballistics now for Slam, and that should be the better army composition in the long run. Bombard cannon need to be protected. Arbalest very idle at the top, and ballistics now for Slam. Defense upgrade as well. Elite Mango Dive finally tagged. Oh boy, let's take a look how we can see this even engage. Bombard cannons, how can they even make a reasonable focus? Where do they attack? Do they go for the onages, as they just did with a nice snipe here, or do they focus down the Chukunu for now, focusing heavily on the onagers, and I like that quite a bit. Holding that, even sniping another one. And look at that, that's 3, 6, 7, 8 onagers, or 9 or onagers already dying here from Liereyy. DauT though, only 32 military, nice number still from Liereyy. Do we see anything else? Hussar raids now here at the side, and this is going to be ugly. A lot of eco here. Meanwhile, we have the fight continuing at that side. Where did the bombard cannons go? Okay, still 2 over here at the side. Some more onager shots here. Another defensive castle. Slam is trying to hold on. That stable was killed in the meanwhile. Landings could happen over the water side as well. For now, this is kind of stopped. Arbalest trying to clear this up. Not the greatest unit for a clear up of Hussar raids though. Siege engineers for DauT should have 13 range on his bombard cannons. You can see all the statistics over here. Hussar production, 11 more in the queue. Hera just finished another 5. Let's take a look now, sniping the traps here. What a nice move. Them still missing some of his upgrades. Onagers now getting the full attack. DauT is moving in. Oh god! Goes for the splits. That was a really aggressive move. Did dodge quite nicely. Bombard cannons, they missed their ground attack. This is so beautiful here, having the zoom out trap. Number 2 was saved. Another big hit, but DauT, that's all skirmishes. Pop 140 for him. Hera is overtaking that one now, and Liereyy, he's now taking into Cavaliers after seeing that amount of skirmishes. Guys need to be around, need to defend all those raids. DauT at the moment, does he not have any any more gold income? Not the greatest mining camps, blocking quite a bit. Those witches not working too efficiently. Skirm still around, going for the move out. And Pathian tactic. Slam, how long it takes him to still not have all upgrades. I think this finally should be the last one. Tax for coinage as well. And Liereyy, he's going for all the tax, all the stables now. Let's take a look, another raid in the back here. Mango dice just past those. They're still holding on, and they have the Mango Die tech. Slam and DauT. Maybe they can still do it. Snacking or firing away against that castle. That's a lot of traps, though. 5 is the number. Bombard cannons around here. They should not get sniped. Maybe the bombard cannons over here at the left-hand side could get some big shots in against the Chukunus that are moving forward. Let's take a look. That is a good shot, and they should just better boom in there. Oh, just slightly missing that at the side. Bombard cannons now, maybe against the traps. Let's take a look. That is still a lot of army here. Where are they shooting at? Okay, Siege Workshop now at the front. Raid in the back, still super active. And oh boy, those are evil, evil raids here at the right-hand side. That's a lot of villagers going down. Now the Hussars through the center. Oh no, bombard cannons completely unprotected. Slam, he needs to protect those. Okay, goes for some ground attack. Beautiful ground attack here by DauT. Killing 5 Hussars with that, and now protecting those bombard cannons really well. Oh no, skirms are dying. Yeah, that's not a problem for DauT. He's still popping on 44. Not the greatest numbers though. But bombard cannons, let's take a look. They did survive for now. Traps are now moving forward. Chukunus here in the back, and Secret, they are holding on to their dear life. Map control at the moment, I would say 70% to 30%. And Hussar numbers are again moving in. Hera, he's maxed out. Liereyy is maxed out as well. Some quick walls here. Slam with all the great moves. Can we see another shot in here? Those Hussars are connecting with the bombard cannons. For now, how many did die? 1, 2 did go down. The third one, no, 2 did go down. Another Ramgo. Mango Dice should deal with that quite nicely. How many light cav do we have from Liereyy? Oh boy, 33 light cav behind here. And they will just finish the game. They will just finish the game. A big go here. Chukunus, and well, DauT has zero idea about this happening. Oh god, this is so big for them. Let's take a look. When are they coming in? He is still grouping up. He does not want to show them, but now he is going in, and this could be the GG moment once they decide, okay, Ram go, Light Cavalier go, or Cavalier go, and just smash this all down. How many does he have? 36 and 11 more queued up. Liereyy, where does he get those from? Now even wasting Chukunu at the front to increase those numbers. Maybe you could make an argument for deleting some of your fire galleys. Still has 1 demo, 8 fire galleys left. 95 villagers for him, and now the move-in. And maybe Secret feels kind of fine here. Okay, they did hold this. Are still having some bombard cannons. Skirm numbers are looking okay. Mango numbers are looking pretty nice. And they're pushing this back quite nicely. Arquebus now for DauT. That's ballistics for his bombard cannons. Absolutely love that upgrade. But all those raids over and over and over and over again. Maybe some walls behind there could have been nice. I've never seen the game go to trade on this map either. Maybe some markets can be placed, but as I said, would be a big surprise for me. And a big surprise, speaking of big surprises, 48 Cavaliers now coming forward. This have to be kind of the biggest ground attacks ever. But I don't really see those happening. DauT needs to go back. Those need to be sniped. We have some ground attacks, but not really connecting. Skirmishes are going down. And this is the army that kills the game. We see some movement from the back. What a beautiful move. Hera is back here as well to snipe all those bombard cannons. And this is a big army from AM. They are hungry to go into the 2-0 lead here and just smashing this full army of our poor secret guys that have still a lot of skirmishes, bombard cannons. And yeah, Mangodites are positioning themselves beautifully to fight this one off, but I don't really see them holding at all. And now the ram push behind this, even both players preparing those rams, Hera and Liereyy alike, and Mangodites. They did hold this off, but basically both AM players maxed out here against both secret players at 140, and they can just decide, okay, then let's go to the other side if you're walled here. And one guy is just going for massive amount of cavaliers and hussars. Map control is just still heavily on the side of AM. Look at that, they will run out of wood eventually. Not a lot of gold left over here as well. And now another attack here. Mangodites are doing an okay job of clearing this up. Heavy Camel now the switch for Slam. Not sure if he has enough of those. And Mangolite numbers, well, they are dwindling for sure. Skirm's not really the unit you want to see as well. And bombard cannons in the back. Oh, getting some connections here in the top. That's exactly what we want to see. But it's so tricky to protect all those. Hussars are getting focused down as well. Those bombard cannons kind of trying to hide behind all those behind all those Mangodites. But look at that, trap numbers are pretty scary as well. Slam will lose his castles. He will not be able to switch on to his beloved heavy camels. The raid at the top as well. Liereyy is spreading like a virus everywhere. Villagers are dying, and just look at where they are all fighting. The big push in the center is still happening, and they are just moving in quite sickly. Military numbers 8 and 33 to 33 and 86 at the moment, and now even adding elite Chukunus against that afterwards. More rams coming forward to the push. Another castle could go down in a second against all those traps. And GG, what a great game number 2 here. Liereyy and Hera taking this one 2-0 is their lead now. What a great game number 2 here on Coast to Mountain. Liereyy, with such a greedy play, did just go for the boom, the eco upgrades, then for the late dog fast castle, did win the water against DauT. Meanwhile, Hera in quite some troubles, but the big push here from Liereyy with all the Chukunus, just so much map control, and Slam and DauT, I think they did all the right steps after that, but couldn't really come back after that. What a great game number 2 here. G to the G. Okay, now I'm excited to see what will be our game number 3. We will have Chaos Pit next. Oh boy, this kind of spells chaos for sure. And score is now 2-0. And we are done with Coastal Mountain and Arabia. Let's take a look at the achievements here of game number 2. Liereyy with a dominating KD. This is just too sweet by him. DauT, well, he went for massive amount of skirmishes. It's really tricky to look good with that. And well, Hera with a negative KD as well. Slam with his mass Mangodites, really nice. Liereyy with quite a gold collected as well. Some slinging happened in Imp. Is freed there. DauT didn't even go for any stone. Liereyy with 5k stones collected. How did he get to those great numbers? Hera with an endless amount of food collected to get to all his hussars. Big fights here, and what a great game number 2. Hui. I'm a happy little nerd seeing games like those. They're jumping into game number 3 momentarily. Chaos Pit. We have seen Franks being really strong. We have seen Byzantines being an option. Would you consider Slam as a top 16 player? Outside of tournaments, yes. What is a reasonable nerf for Chinese? I would say give them only 2 villagers extra, and they start with 60 food. That's what I suggested, and I think developers were really excited about that one. It changes nothing for Arabia, and for all non-TC maps, it decreases their strengths. Has capture rate been released? Not publicly, no. Remember grid mod? You are doing God's work, my friend. Grid mod deactivated. Cheers, man. Don't nerf civs, buff weak ones? That doesn't make sense. You need to do both. Or like, that does make sense, but I think the better approach is to do both. Olinam, thanks for 3 months of Prime support. No, I like grid mod. Sorry. I think it looks a bit cleaner without grid mod. Best counter to Chinese. Not easy. Bombard cannons are okay. Mayans, maybe? Not really. Siege Onagers is really good, yeah. No, I think priority should be nerfing strong civs, because strong civs are always to be seen in the tournament, and if we have weak ones, yeah, it's bad, the playing experience, but we see them way less often, right? So if Gods gets better, if they increase from like 31 spot to 25 spot, it won't affect tournament play. But if we have one dominant Mayans and every game goes Sling Plumed Archers, that would really affect tournament gameplay if Plumed Archers are getting changed. Yeah, Teutonic Knight movements, but I would love if Teutonic Knights are a unit that you can build from the barracks. That would really be sweet in my opinion. AoE 4? No, this is Age of Empires 2, my friend. Age of Empires 4 is announced, but no release date set yet. And I think we should be set up here. Speculator down to 10 seconds, and game number 3, Chaos Pit, is coming our way. Like in the overlays, looks was more 2019. Okay. Calling Knights from Barracks, wouldn't that be the dream, guys? I think it would be. I would like that. And okay, we are jumping into this one. We are running capture rate as an administrator and jumping into the lovely spectating tool of the future. And oops. Here we go. Okay, welcome guys. Clash of the Hippo 5. 2-0 Scully, DauT+slam. Trailing against Liereyy+Hera. We have Chaos Pit around for us, and we are seeing Hera and Liereyy playing at the bottom. We have the barracks opening for Liereyy, the stable opening for Hera with the market. On the other side we have DauT with the spearman opening here, playing the Byzantine's archery range behind that, and Slam is going for the scout opening, playing the Franks, already pushing some deer here at the side. A lot of berries very close for him and should be heavily fought for. Was housed quite a bit here and now pushing some of his deer. Let's take a look how the openings will be. We need to chop ourselves outside here because we're only spawning with 2 tiles of stone. No gold on the inside to get to all those precious resources to maybe win Clash of the Hippo 5 later on after they win the semifinals and finals as well. Viper and TaToH did win 3-0. Oh, could be able to snag that villager here at the side. Spearman a bit out of position. Let's take a look. We need 3 more hits. A downhill hit and runs away. Eats only 1. What? Slam only got one single hit in exchange of that. That's something he will absolutely take every single day. Skirm defense now over here, and let's take a look. Hera now moving out. He is playing Slavs, by the way, so it should be a huge advantage at the start for Mr. Slam, having more HP on his scouts and the faster income. But in the long run, Hera's farms should be pretty damn sexy, and he has bloodlines, which we will have already now. So look at that. He is playing with 6 military, Slam with only 4. I'm a bit surprised by that. How did Slam only have 4 military here? Where's all this food? He should be in heavy production 5 here. And he has 44 food only. Okay. Hera with... he played the market and bought 200 food. Okay. So Hera, that is an interesting opening for sure. Okay, played with the market, bought some food. As we can see, down to 7 gold. And now it's looking pretty good here with bloodlines. And that could be some really nice aggression. Oh, killing some deer here. Mr. DauT being the lamer. He wants to win this tournament, or at least wants to go in the semifinals and play against MBL and Nicov. And maybe then later on they can even go further. Let's take a look. Secret Slam is taking some losses here. One scout instantly going down. The other one are taking quite some damage. DauT is now moving in. Let's take a look what he can get done. 2 spearmen for him. Will he take the fight against Hera? Should lose this one quite convincingly, especially with bloodlines now here for Hera. Let's take a look at all the units, all the military units. Hera and Liereyy with more HP here. Slam way too late to the party and needs to run. All the skirmishes are going down. Nice team play here by Liereyy and Hera, completely smashing this away. And oh boy, it's going to be a tricky one. Hera with an incredibly strong opening strategy here. Let's take a look how this will play out. And scouts squeezing through here. 2 other villages for Slam. How did that happen? Okay, some over here. Heavily on those berries. Scout production continues. Did slip up a bit here. 130 food for him. And... well, Hera, I don't really see him having the best eco to follow this up behind. 18 villagers for him. Slam sitting at 20. DauT at 19. So maybe if they stabilize, that could be good for him. DauT creating a nice arena for himself at the top, doing some damage to those scouts, and should just be fine here. Builds 1 archer, builds some spearmen. Aggression could continue. Liereyy only now with the archer range, so for now a lot of spearmen. I think they could do some damage with the archer of DauT. If he can get up to maybe 2-3 archers, that could be pretty sexy for him. Only has 2 for now. Lacking some wood apparently to get some more production in. Spearmen now at the front fighting against each other. Blacksmiths for Liereyy as well. Archers helping out. Scouts are debating a bit. Slam. No upgrades from him so far. Only the free farm upgrade here from the Franks. Now jumping through this. Can we see some quick words from Liereyy? He normally should be able to do this. Otherwise, all those 5 villagers have to go down. This is going to be a tricky one. Let's take a look. And yeah, it seems like he's super fine. Wood of Hera would be exposed at that spot. Meanwhile, we have Hera move through here. And oh god, he's stealing all those sheep. Spearmen are now coming back. Villagers are trying to run away from this. And sheep might get stolen indeed. Slam still 35 out of 35. Why is he not building a house? Did he just delete a house? Oh god, now laming the sheep. He was deleting a house to build a lumber camp. What? Why? Slam is idling himself completely. Okay, let's hope that he can get some damage done at the top. Otherwise, we might see a quick 3-0. What a weird approach here by Slam. Now getting those berries done. And he is not having a lot of villagers on wood to get the biggest farm eco rolling for himself. And... okay, now fighting this off, taking an okayish fight. Meanwhile, he is raiding in the back, so that is pretty sexy for him. Got at least 1 villager. Can he get more here? Well, looks like 3 in the end. Really hitting on that lumber camp as well. Not the most important thing, though, and has to be somewhat fine with that as well. Meanwhile, DauT is annoying here towards Liereyy. And now the big move in here. Slam completely unprotected in that area. And oh boy, this is ugly. 2 villagers going down. And Liereyy already has fletching. Is going for the kill. 4 villagers of DauT will make it home though. Scout production continues. Let's take a look what those are achieving here. Looks like Hera is smashing those around. More villagers at the moment for Liereyy. The only guy who didn't lose any, right? All that DauT didn't lose any either. So 28 for him. No one really with any reasonable resources to click up here. Oof. Seed number 3 AM against seed number 6 Secret in this one. For Spearman, they should win this fight. I don't think Slam should even consider engaging this without the help of DauT. Together they can easily clear this up, or DauT can just send 4 skirmishes or something and clear this up quite easily. And all those scouts could maybe try to find some damage somewhere else, because this way they cannot really fight. Where is DauT? Where is the help of DauT? Why do we not have any team play here? Where is the army? DauT is way at the left-hand side, right-hand side. Now he's moving in. But those spearmen continue to do damage. Liereyy is just so active, trying to snipe more and more villagers. Let's take a look. If those archers are getting sniped down, spearmen still in the back. And they will get more villagers. And look at that. It was basically DauT sending all his army back. And then in the end, Slam did fight alone after all. What a rough spot Slam is again in 25 villagers for him. Yeah, DauT is slightly ahead here. Now it's archery range number 2. They have a lot of military. 17 and 7 against 10 and 9. But can they use it now? 100 food, 7 gold for Hera. He needs quite some time to ever get onto gold. Swallowing all his woodline in now, stays on to a lot of scouts, but that's fine for him, right? He can just go on to mass farmers. DauT now going for the eco upgrade. DauT is not taking this fight with Slam together. He has the market, right? I'm a bit surprised that he's not going for it then. Army is now coming over from Liereyy. Let's take a compare army numbers. This could be the big fight. This could be even the serious deciding fight. If DauT is fighting alone and Slam is going to the left-hand side, what can he achieve? This is completely walled off. Liereyy has nothing to lose there. And oh boy, DauT is just moving in. He has a lot of spearmen, but he cannot fight this alone. This would be horrible for him. Spearman now going to the top. Slam completely out of position. The X so far away. And oh god, DauT needs to be safe. He needs to run. He needs to run. Otherwise, this will be completely smashed down. Spearman at the front and fighting against Liereyy. Let's take a look if they can take a fight here. Okay, is still doing some okayish damage. Fighting off this against the scout, but after that he loses all of them. Another spearman now fighting Slam, finally joining the party and evening out the playing field a bit. But now all the army of DauT gets go down. What a horrible team play. Something I didn't expect from Slam and DauT. I thought they would play this together so much better. And now we have the horrible KD. Look at that. DauT evened out actually. I thought this would be so much worse for him. And well, you can just see AM boys just driving over this now, and that was so unfortunate for them. Skirm numbers okay there at the top, and whew. Okay, sniping those scouts though now, and Spearman could be sniped. Let's take a look at what Slam can continue to do. Okay. Spearman are now going down. Maybe they can return the favor. This is suddenly looking good for Secret again. They are smashing this quite nicely and microing this down. Secret with a comeback. I thought this would be maybe the moment where they kind of throw the game. But look at that. Everyone pretty low with their resources. Only Liereyy with 500 food. Now the first one to go to gold on the outside. But this will still take some time for him. An intense game. Number 3 here again after game number 2 was already a burner for me. Defensive tower here for Slam. Did go for a second lumber camp instead of trying to focus down in one direction to get to the outside a bit earlier. Is playing with only 1 stable. Normally this is the spot where I see 2-3 stables. Massive amount of mills from him. Double bit X now as well. Not the biggest amount of farms if we compare that to Hera. But well, he did get the big raids in at the front or at the start of the game. 35 villages for him only. DauT moving out with not that many spearmen. Skirmishes, yeah, nice. But once the one spearman gets sniped, the scouts can just completely wreck him. Spearman. DauT run. DauT run. Don't take the fight here. Oh, and where's Slam again? Where's Slam? I have no idea. Slam is again somewhere at the left-hand side, completely leaving DauT alone. Where is the team play here? Why is Slam not helping out? Spearmen are now coming over, and This is just the beauty. I am so good with that team play. Always fighting together here. The scouts are doing work against the skirmishers. Villagers now not even bothering to go into the TC to help and fight this off. And now the big problem is Slam. He only has 54 HP on his scouts, while Hera is 65. Skirm against skirm fight. Well, somewhat even. DauT still with a solid amount of villagers. 200 food for him, 170 gold. He's on the outside as well. Is going for some walls. But honestly, Liereyy already on the way to Castle Age. Double archery range from him. And that will be crossbowman pretty soon. While Hera, I think he's playing double stable. Triple stable from our Slav player. While Slam, what is he playing? One stable only. Now builds the blacksmith. Oh god, his eco is just so weak. 38 villagers here. DauT is trying to go for the kill alone, but that doesn't really happen here. Let's take a look. Now the scouts are moving forward, trying to take that fight, and DauT is just getting smashed here. KD is now looking really bad for our two secret players. Slam, okay-ish actually. Did snipe some of the army before. Slam now up to Castle Age. DauT, he is sitting at 360 food, 200 food, 360 gold though, so that will take him some time. Double barracks, double archery range against all those scouts, but actually he wants to have a teammate that goes onto all those knights and really carry him. Not really happening. Tower now in a lot of attack. Spearmen, actually those are from Liereyy. Skirms are trying to intercept this at the side. DauT is moving in. He loves to play this mass skirm, mass spearman style. But against those numbers, he cannot really compete this, and there's more and more army coming over. Look at Liereyy just sending so much more. It's 11 military to 28 here on that field. DauT is sending over more, but all the spearmen are going down. He's trying to micro this off. Botkin arrows now coming in. Crossbowman as well. And Liereyy, he's just hungry to get the kill. He wants to finish this one off, trying to micro this so nicely. So many scouts are coming over. Look at the production of scouts as well. 2 more after he already has 13. 0 military at the moment from Slam. And he didn't even finish his second stable, so knight production won't be the greatest. Okay, he built another second stable at the top. He has 300 gold, so he will get some knights out. But before that, he will have so many losses. He's now walling the top a bit more, and DauT, he's going up to Castle Age. So Hera, the only one who is really denied there, didn't chop out fast enough. Now the X here at the top. Slam is going for some quick walls, tries to go into the tower, some walls before there, and that is a nice defense by Slam. He is still surviving. Villager count, actually 5 more for secrets, so maybe they can still pull this back. DauT is getting onto more army. They are still in this one. 54 villagers for the Lord, and he can just mass more skirmishes. Knights could maybe do something. Let's take a look how much Slam can max. But honestly, so many idle villagers here, and oh god, no, he isn't chopped out yet either. Oh god, that is so sloppy. He used the market apparently to get up. Oh no, that is so ugly for him. And +1 defense only now as well, killing that house. Okay. But DauT, he could get into solid numbers. Let's take a look. Maybe Elite Skirmisher could do something. Pikeman upgrade. Hera is now going for +1 defense. He has 23 scouts though. 15 crossbowmen in front of that, and they are going for the kill. DauT in some troubles here. Let's take a look. How can they even defend this? Slam is going for +2 defense, but he has 3 knights. Those are all the knights Slam has at the moment. Still not on gold. Now he is on the outside. That took way too long here. We are already 26 minutes into this game, starting in Feudal Age. Makes it so much worse even. For spearmen are really important. They survive. Elite Skirmisher upgrade. Botkin arrow as well. DauT, he is in some troubles. 18 military for him. Slam now up to 4. Congratulations. And knights are taking this fight. This should still be a bad one. Elite Skirmisher upgrade didn't finish yet, and they're still already taking this fight. Crossmen are now focusing this down. The micro of Liereyy just so good. He isn't caring about spearmen. He isn't caring about skirmisher. He knows exactly what he wants to kill. We have the university now for DauT, wants to go for his favorite upgrade, ballistic. Let's take a look if he can get up to that. And DauT here did run with all his villagers, now sniping down those scouts quite nicely. Let's take a look. Military count still way better, or the numbers better for Hera, but 80 food skirms isn't the most important thing here. Skirmishes are, or scouts. Skirmishes are now focusing this down, but that's a lot of dead villagers here for the poor DauT. Ballistics now on the way. More knights are coming from the side. DauT is going for the clear up here, but look at overall population. Now 150 to 110. AM is just booming away. Hera is clicking up to Castle H. He's on the outside. He got onto gold as well. Knight numbers not that sick. Micros back that knight quite nicely here. As you can see, might go back into it. I don't think so. So that was a nice clear up, but more scouts are already coming at the front. So that fight, it didn't really win the game. Liereyy up to Imperial Age. What? What? Oh man. Secret just got Castle Age and Liereyy is up to Imperial Age. 61 villagers and he is just playing the Arbalest tech here. They want to save this out. I think Hera will just go for mass light cav indeed. Get all the map control, be super annoying, and then Arbalest, no chance to answer that. DauT cannot have enough elite skirmishers to win against that one, and well, they now have a small timing window where they could potentially do some damage, but honestly, the team wall against them, light cav upgrade will be around as well, and Hera, he's just buying time, and they even feel like they can take the fight here. Okay, let's take a look at that. Maybe the only chance for Secret is if they smash down all the army now. An aggressive castle from DauT. Okay, into the face of Hera. That will block quite a lot of farms. The DauT castle, maybe. We have, well, one defensive tower. Crossmen are around. Maybe, potentially, we can see some beautiful stuff here. Ooh, 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 ooh. And okay, now the scouts are moving in. Let's take a look. And all the villagers here. This is going to be a rough one. And all the villagers are indeed dying. DauT is going for it again. A DauT castle at its very best. And all the villagers died. The scouts went in there. Light cav upgrade is now coming in as well. +2 defense. And oh boy, DauT is going for it again. And they think, okay, we had this one shot in Castle Age push here. But Slam simply not having the numbers. He didn't go onto the outside fast enough. He's putting 2 more TCs here. But that was absolutely it. DauT throwing the game at 60.1%. Liereyy is getting in, and we will see the GG any second here. Oh god, Lord DauT, he did it again. Didn't really have the army advantage. GG here. Slam and DauT losing in round number 1 against an incredibly well-performing Liereyy and Hera. GG, well played. They absolutely deserve to go through this, and DauT in his typical DauT fashion, finishing it off. As you can see, nice amount of dead villagers around here in the field. And oh boy, what a great series to finish this one off. Again, a 3-0 every single series. I promise you, tomorrow we won't see any 3-0s. First of all, because it's best of 7, and the teams have to be way more even in this one. Oh man. 3-0 here, and that was our day number 1 Clash of the Hippo with Capture H, and the score will be updated to 3-0 in this one. We can take a look into the brackets later on as well, but for now I want to take another look into the achievements here of this game. Even imping Liereyy, that is so sick. I didn't see that coming at all. Whew. He did it for the audience. Okay. DauT 127 losses, mass amount of skirmishers, and spearmen lost there over and over again. Largest army only 21. I expected that to be way higher. And yeah, game was over anyways. Did collect quite a lot of stone on the outside there as well. 54 villagers for him only. Liereyy boomed away. 64 on the outside. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, midnight in Germany. We can take a look at the brackets. I will update all those scores. And we have DauT and Slam collecting 0 wins. 3 wins for Hera and Liereyy. That means they are going over here. And, well, this is going to be an interesting one for sure. Liereyy and Hera fighting it off against MBL and Nicov. This is going to be an incredible semi-final. Tomorrow, 12 GMT, and after that, best of 7 series. We will even have TheViper and TaToH against TheMax and Villese. An incredible day, and in the evening we will have the best of 9 finals potentially. If we have any delays, we will go down to the best of 7. Who's the better player, Nilly, Jordan, or Slam? Probably Slam. Yeah. There's three 3-0 tournament? Well, so far, yes. I didn't expect anything else from Bact, ACCM, and LaaaaaN Miguel, but you and Lux underperformed, and well, DauT+slam. Liereyy and Hearttt really looked incredibly strong here. Best of 9. Well, if we start in time, best of 9 should be better. And yeah, I hope you will tune in tomorrow. We'll have Capture H, I think, working a bit better. I should be getting more and more used to it. And I hope that you will also enjoy my upcoming co-casters for tomorrow. In the semifinals, we have Onlu. For the finals, we have Barbecue Turkmen. And best of 9, you also have to remember it is with Feudal Age start, so games take 8-9 minutes less. And also, we won't have any restarts. So I'm excited for that. I hope you will all tune in tomorrow. It has been a beautiful day of Age of Empires. I will roll the credits and maybe stay around for a small question and answer. I hope you will all come back tomorrow to enjoy the show. Love you all. Goodbye. Nearly love to all of you. And I should open Streamlabs. Login with Twitch. Thank you all for your donations, all for your subscriptions, for the biddies, for the love, for the chatting in the house as well. And now the big question. I had it yesterday. Okay, well now in German that makes no sense. Alert box? Wasn't there something like credits? Spin wheel and credits. Roll and credits. Solid. Song taking exactly as long as the credits. That went pretty well. Over for today, indeed it is. You can see the brackets here. Starting tomorrow, 12 GMT again. I will start the rerun of today pretty soon as well. If you want to see that, we did have some technical issues in between, but still might be enjoyable for some people jumping in. You can ask me some more questions. I will stay for roughly 5 more minutes, I would say. 3-0 day, yeah. Sadly, Heresy didn't prepare well. You and Lux may be wrong strategy approaches. DauT+slam simply outclassed Hera and Liereyy. Just playing incredibly strong at the moment. 4 clean sets, yeah. Kept us on schedule somewhat as well. Let's see about tomorrow. I hope we will have more even series and better games. Are you happy with the tournament so far? Well, technical difficulties hurt. Then we had Liereyy not being prepared, which is unexcusable. And yeah, I should have something in my rules, like delaying tournaments due to dumbness has to be a money reduction. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have something like that in the future, pretty likely. Yeah, everything should have everything. That's like one of the reasons why I did the show matches as well, so that people would have the mods, but Liereyy did have 0 interest apparently. Nearly top 1 score in the filter team game in the right highlight of stay 1. What? Ah, in the filler team game. Yeah. How could it take so long? I have no idea what happened there. Yeah. You missed all the games. I will do the rerun and you can catch everything on YouTube later on as well. Kind of obvious. What's the next game and when will it take place? The next game will be Liereyy+Hera against Nicov and MBL, and will start in 14 hours roughly. Because day 1 is over, day 2 tomorrow. Liereyy no clue about anything and still beating those people? Well, he's the wizard at the keyboard, right? Pretty impressive for sure. I hope you will all tune in tomorrow as well. Should be a pretty epic one. Looking forward to using some more capture age and giving you all the features, all the entertainment. Not a lot of questions flying in. I think then I will start the rerun rather earlier than later. Yeah, no Socotra, absolutely the same playstyle. Well, it was kind of a tight area, and plus the 1 hour AM delay. I don't think that we will have a 1 hour AM delay again. Okay. Seems like everyone is in a sleepy mood. Let's stop the replay buffer, something we didn't use at all today. Or I did use it once. Yeah, but it's not working with capture H, sadly. Or at least not with a 1 PC setup. Yeah, I need a capture card for that, or window mode. But I need to... it's technical stuff. Don't bother. Okay, have a great one. I hope you tune in tomorrow with better sets than today, hopefully. I will not host anyone, but I will do the rerun, so stay tuned if you want to see that.
Welcome,
the first series should start roughly like 45 minutes after the rerun starts, so probably not the prettiest thing for you ever. Have a great one anyways, though.
What's going on? The game ended. That's because the series is already over. This is just a VOD to avoid some spoilers. So, yeah, you already saw the series till the end, and this is just a VOD without any content coming up, and therefore you can now close the video, and I hope you didn't get spoiled before at YouTube. Enjoy, guys.